Want to know why? Ask how. Howard the Humongous. Now for the little tiny button. No, that's not it. No, it's not listening to me. There we go. Donald Trump is seldom right about anything, but he is right about trade with China. China is coming for your industry. No matter what industry you are in, China is out to sink your employer. China's strategy since the days of Deng Xiaoping in 1978 has been to steal our technology, mine our companies' organizational know-how, undercut us in price, replace our companies with Chinese firms, and turn us into the new peasants. A population that supplies raw resources like oil and soybeans, but not advanced products. In May of 2015, China adopted a new industrial policy. It's called Made in China 2025. The goal is to make China the leader in high technology and next technology industries, the world leader. The industries China targets include robotics, telecommunications, pharmaceuticals, artificial intelligence, electric cars, and self-driving cars. Is China serious? You bet. Beijing has just encouraged 16 banks to open a line of credit of $145 billion for just one of its big four automakers. Yes, that's a credit line of 1 trillion yuan, more than the value of General Motors, Ford, and Tesla combined. The company receiving this $145 billion line of credit is the FAW Group, again, one of China's four biggest automakers. This Chinese automaker, FAW, knows something many of us do not. A global recession is coming. Why? Because historically recessions arrive every 5 years, which means that we are 5 years overdue for our next worldwide setback. FAW seems to know something else. A recession is a great time to outpace your competitors. In a recession, most companies try to save costs. In the process, they often slash the budgets for research and development. If you can advance your technology during a recession when everybody else has stopped their research, if you can increase your R&D, you can gain years on your competitors. And if new technologies are on the horizon, you can own them. The technologies FAW appears to be aiming for are electric cars and self-driving cars. How do you outpace your foreign competitors in a recession? You get a huge line of credit so you can invest in R&D when your competitors are stopping their advanced research and development dead in its tracks. Step 2 will be to take over as much as possible of the domestic market, selling made-in-China goods to proud Chinese in China. But remember something. China's population is 4 times the population of the United States. Yes, China's population is the equivalent of nearly 4 USAs. So becoming the leading maker of next-generation automobiles in China is like becoming the biggest advanced automaker in the US, the European Union, and Japan combined. Step 2 will be to replace foreign cars in the Chinese market with locally built cars, then to export those Chinese autos to the world and to sideline Mercedes, Volkswagen, Toyota, Honda, Hyundai, Kia, General Motors, Ford, and Chrysler. China is about to take another cheeky move. It will totally open its market to foreign cars by 2022. Why? Donald Trump will claim it's because of his fabulous relationship with China's leader Xi Jinping and his being the master of the deal. But in all probability, that's not true. This opening of the Chinese market to foreign cars is almost certainly in order to use a tactic that the Japanese and the South Koreans used to take over the auto, steel, and shipmaking industries back in the 20th century. Take on foreign competition so that the competition with foreigners forces you to create world-beating products. Take on competition to force yourself to upgrade to global quality and to outdo the major global players. Traditionally, the next step for the Chinese has been to turn out goods so inexpensively that you drive your foreign competitors out of business. That's what happened with the American solar energy panel business, the photovoltaic panel business. In the late 20th century, America held the lead. After all, the photovoltaic panel was invented in 1954 by 3 American scientists at Bell Labs in New Jersey. But the Chinese stole America's photovoltaic technology, then sold Chinese solar panels at prices below cost. China drove many American photovoltaic companies out of the business. Then it took over. Is Donald Trump right in trying to end China's theft of American technologies and to get China to open its markets? You bet. China is an economic predator. It serves us wonderful products at wonderful prices. Then it uses the bait of those products to drive your employer and mine out of business. China uses advanced products and subsidized prices to not just eat our lunch, but to make sandwiches out of you and me. Let's hope Donald Trump can achieve in his negotiations what he imagines that he can. And let's hope his conversations with China's Xi Jinping are not like his conversations with North Korea's Kim Jong-un. Remember, Donald Trump was sure he'd gotten Kim to promise to take apart his nuclear weapons and long-range missile factories. Then we discovered, after these negotiations, that Kim's nuclear missile program was going full tilt at 16 carefully hidden rocket bases. We just discovered a 17th yesterday. Trump was deluding himself, and Trump attempted to delude you and me. But in the Chinese checkers game, there is no room for delusions. This is Howard the Humongous, speaking to you from the future. It's your job and my job to make. Or, want to know why? Ask how. And now, for that, I swear to you, this is as hard as doing a zipper. And today I almost found it impossible to do up and to do down the zipper on my winter jacket. So you're about to watch a person who's remarkably clumsy feel his way for the off button. I think I've got it.